Coaches like to say play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the USC Trojans. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe already putting her to work with some injury news. Holly?
Checking in with the Sun Devils head coach before the game, they have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Guys, back to you.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. And the Trojans will kick off first, and here we go. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Sun Devils offense will go on the attack first. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot.
That's a fumble on the play. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
The one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And the Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Herring. Here comes the heat. On the move, he fires. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's got enough. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Right back to the well. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the mid...
Intercepted! He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception!
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Sun Devils drop. Find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Herring. Got the back over the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to a running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
They're all over him. He's got it. Still running at the 40. defense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Looking for a productive play on first down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Wants to throw one first. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to find another play. Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. The throw on second down, and they need a lot. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Third and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Rush is on. Got out of trouble and throws. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Needs it here on fourth down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And he's wrapped up halfway. Good return on the... Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Can hold on in the face of the contact.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Out wide right, it's Knox. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air, it's Herring. Finds his tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Sun Devils have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw again. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Second and long here. The snap sets up the throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved.
Looking to take a shot. Caught. Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
Yeah, he says just throw it up and I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field and dive and lay out with that body control, that is a special catch.
They'll send the back in motion. He wants to throw it. He's got him in the flat. And he will score! Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass.
Number 90 sets a kickoff.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charm. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. At the 35, he's loose. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Handoff to the single running back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's see how these two guys are doing so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Right back to it. Sweet cut there. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Wants to throw. It's Herring. Caught. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. The Sun Devils line it up with a first and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And it's picked off for the third time today. Touchdown! Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Fires to the wideout. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, ASU.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's McIntosh. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wants to pass. Look out! Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, that quarterback is really lucky that that ball wasn't intercepted. You should never throw the ball back across your body. I think because of the pressure, he felt like he had to do something quickly with the football, but that was almost a very bad play.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Going to try to get it himself. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Searching for space. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Arizona State sideline, guys, I can tell you something we have got to keep our eye on. This quarterback was really banged up and bruised up after last week's win. He told me when I caught up with him this week, he has definitely been feeling sore this week. He did not miss any practice, but I will keep you posted as this game goes along. He's going to have to fight through some things here today, and I'll let you know how it's looking down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Holly, keep an eye on that one for us. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Scanning the field, it's Herring. Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
And man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Still looking to his right. He'll pull it down. Oh, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
Man, and he's hurt because defensively you got him right where you want him. You got him backed up. You got to make him make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Look at him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
Number 90, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues to churn out. They find those guys. Just such an easy place to recruit when you got that kind of pedigree. You always find superstars at the quarterback spot.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off-play action. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Trojans will punt this one away. catch is made at the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. He leaves it with the back. Defense all over him.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Dropping back, it's Herring. He wants to go deep. Reels it in as he goes out of bounds on the right side for a huge play.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
He's going to take off. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that outright.
Second down, gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
They're all over it. There he goes. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. The kick is up and good, and put one more. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Flips it out to the back. Moving past the 25. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Trying to establish the run. He's got the first down. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
He'll pull it down and run. Ripping through the defense. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Harry. Unloads to the wideout. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown ASU!
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's complete on the right side. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Making his first move. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Guys, here on the Arizona State sideline, one thing I'm really keeping my eyes on here today, guys, this quarterback is banged up. He told me before the game that he has had to really fight through some soreness throughout the course of this week. I can tell you he's already taken some contact, and it is definitely a storyline that I am following throughout the course of this game. I'll keep you posted with everything I hear down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. And we'll get a whistle to stop the clock as they check on the injured Sun Devil. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Sets his feet, it's Herring. Right side, it's Brown. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's 1st down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside a wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the 2nd half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now. And he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Motion from the back. Second down, gonna throw it. Keeps it going. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Number 94, set to kick this one away.
And here's the return. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Leaves it in his belly. Stopped right there.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On third down, he drops to throw. Working the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Sells to run, looking to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The play fake, keeping his eyes downfield. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down to the air. Throws to the wideout. Just had to get rid of it.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Rush is on. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Got his man. Touchdown, Trojans! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Here in the second half of this game, you're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Let's go down to the sideline and holler.
Here on the Sun Devils sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
That's caught. It's Hawk. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. From the gun, running back on the move. At the 45, on his way. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. They're going to ride this running back. On the move at the 30. Turning it on. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Herring. And they can't make the play on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Fresh set of downs going up top. Still looking. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on fourth down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Sun Devils have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. To the air, it's Herring. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona State! And the pummeling has started. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, looking for a man. On the move. He's going to run it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's second and 12. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Out wide right, it's Brown. Breaks into the open. And he's got plenty for the first down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Moving the pocket, it's Herring. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Left side, it's Brown. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Turns it upfield. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Making the adjustment. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires immediately. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Sun Devils have it with a first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Look out! Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss.
Number 94, set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports.